So we've added, since the last bit, we've added the manure in the previous ratios, previous quantities. So manure was it 6, 8, 4. So it's 4 measures of manure. We then, because we're getting close to the top, so basically we've done 2 full cycles of 6 measures of carbon, 8 measures of green, the carbon browns, 8 measures of your green material, your hay and that sort of thing, 4 measures of your manure, and we've done that exactly, those quantities again, including all the other bits and pieces. Now for the last layer, because we're getting close to the top, we're almost finished, we've still doing a 3-2-1 ratio, but we've halved the quantities. So we've done 6 measures of browns, and that's where we're up to now, 6 measures of browns. Now this is where you add the last, really before you water it in even. We've added the 6 measures of browns, which is our 3. Okay, I'm now going to add all the last of our dry mineral fertilizers, the soft rock phosphate, the Acadian kelp, and the blood and bone. And we're going to spread it all in, water it in, and then we're going to do 4 measures of the last of our greens here, 2 measures of manure, and that'll get us pretty close to being almost done. And then once we've got to that layer, then we'll add the last of our liquid accelerants, cap it off with a layer of hay over top, or straw, whatever. I think we've got plenty of hay, so we'll use hay. And that's just to keep the moisture in, so that's where we're going to from here. So we've got our 6 measures of browns. I'm now going to add all the last of the mineral fertilizers, the last of the kelp meal. I love the smell of kelp meal. It sort of smells like the ocean, but it's got a sweet sort of smell too. Lovely stuff. The last of our blood and bone. Last of our soft rock phosphate. I like to add these mineral fertilizers now. I don't know if you noticed, but both times we've added the mineral fertilizers, it's been on top of the brown layer. The reason for that is because if you added the mineral fertilizers on top of the manure layer, especially the water, you'd tend to get really big, thick, gluggy, gooey clumps forming. Whereas this way, it'll sort of filter through quite nicely into the browns, capture the moisture, and just keeps it as a more open, nice sort of a mix. Keeps the air in, rather than forming big, gluggy mats. The calcium phosphate in particular is, in a way, it's almost a bit like clay, the way it puddles up and it can form a bit of an impenetrable layer when water gets with it. So if you imagine that with, fresh manure, you've got a recipe for a really thick, hard crust forming. Blood and bone, soft rock, kelp, that's our dry mineral fertilizers. So we'll water in the brown layer, and then the next will be, after we've watered this in, will be the green layer.